here at Enjoy the Journey, Pole Detour Horsemanship. And last session, we worked with Attila here on the rope. And I would say definitely he could use some more, but temperature-wise, it's a nice time. Again, I don't want to do too much as it gets hot. We're in the evening here in Arizona. And I'd like him to have stayed with me and not left. We talked about that. But I will do enough to kind of free him out, check him out. We might kind of go a little easier with the rope and kind of see if we can just swing the tail of this rope a little bit. And if that bothers him, again, we've done the flag, but the rope seems to bother him a little bit. And again, as it gets good, I hope you'll come back as it gets a little more solid. But as I see these things, we've talked about some horses. I don't know. He's not so much, but the way he kind of goes around and around, he's not as much as others. He's not as counterflexed as one that might lean on the lead rope. But I would suspect he's been kind of used a lunge whip or something and kind of made to run around. And my body energy is low. But he thinks he needs to go fast. And really, it's a great shoulder exercise here. And I'll kind of rest my arm on the downhill swing. And I go, if you notice, I go the direction of the horse. There, the feet got softer. He didn't transition down, so I'm just going to pause. There, the feet slowed down. We'll pause. Good. I may have to leave here. Good. He's able to stay. I don't need too many swings there. Good, and he made it all the way to me. We were working on forward. It's kind of where the roping deal started last time, if you remember. And I've been on a kick. There's so many things you can do with your horse. And so many things to get done. And so lately, I've been on a kick of trying to get him to lead again. I haven't done it since I was a kid. When I was a kid, or all my horses do it anyways, partially just from demonstrating on the clinics. But I like to get him to where I can lead him from the main. When I draw there, see, he doesn't make it, and I've got this rope to kind of help me here. We need to get it up. There we go. So the smallest change, slightest try. I'd like him to look to the left here. If I need to, I'll back off and take a hold. Good. So, and he can learn there to come with me. So again, we have the rope around his neck. If he had escaped, I would have had to have put it around his nose next time. Good, that's pretty good. Now again, anything we do on one side, I'd like to be able to do on the other. Just because he's good with one side doesn't mean he'll be good with both. And we want him a little more forward. I'll try to break him right and left here. Get his feet moving. Right? Things in motion. There, he almost escaped. I'm going to use my lead rope to help him. And I want to get him soft. Good. We'll grab a bunch of manes so we don't pull hairs out. We got a good hand hold. There we go. Good. Good, but we have our little cheat sheet with us. There you go. But you can learn to follow that feel. Our cheat sheet being this lead rope. And while he's learning, I have no problem using that if I need the help. Or if he gets to escaping, I don't want him to escape too far. But there he softens quite a bit. Good. So we were going clockwise. This time, we'd like him to bend. This is his stiffer side here. Good. Yeah, we want to go counterclockwise. So we'll try to send him all the way around, which will put us, he doesn't yield there. He doesn't want to give up this blind spot right behind himself. See, he's hanging on this eye. We want him to change eyes there. Want him to change eyes. And that'll trouble a lot of horses. And if he's worried there about changing eyes and relaxed with me in close, what's he going to be worried when I'm up in the saddle? So we'd like him to have some confidence in there and changing eyes. Oh, that's really soft there. Now come on through. And then I wouldn't rush him there or anything in the blind spot. Good. Once we're out of the blind spot and he can see us, we'll send some energy. And we'll see if we can lope him. Got a little high. And we'll ask him to lope. I give him some lead rope in my imaginary lead rope. And if he doesn't go, I'll drive him. Good. And just a transition. Usually they get tight in the transition. And then I'll go back to my roping. On the left eye this time. Good, since he's taking over and being impulsive a little bit, there he slowed down. I am aware of his missing, yabba dabba doo. I'm aware of him missing that lead and then picking it up again, but I'm not going to try to help him there. When he slows down, I'll try to take that pressure away. But I'm going to kind of swing a little bit, and he said I have to leave again. Want him to hook on there. There you go. Good. We'll go back to roping. If he can't stay and go the other way, I can swing it the other way. So he's starting to get a little more positive for sure on that right eye. And we just want him again, where we put him there, to not leave. I mean, people tie their horses up all the time, but they can't wave hello to their friend, and they can't swing a rope or lift a saddle or do something without them walking off in the round pen. And then they want them to stand in a straight jacket because they handicap them, in a cross tie or something else. Good. Now this one may be trouble because I'm going to go over him. Good. And he tried really hard to hang in there. See, thought about leaving, and then he thought maybe it'd be okay to hang out here with me. Good. And we'll rope him. Good. And we'll rope him. Good. And again, what we do on one eye, we do on the other. So It probably could just as well go ahead and get the rope. But this makes it a little easier for me. It's a little easier on my arm. There's less rope to get tangled up in. Did I ever tell you about my friend Ray Harmon and airplanes? He'd always say, Paul, if you're ever jumping out of an airplane and they run out of parachutes, just grab a bunch of rope and it'll get tangled up in something on the way down. So there's less to get tangled up here that he can just get used to. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. It's a lot to this stuff. Again, every day is a new day. Pretty good. I was pretty pleased with him. He's pretty loose. But we'll kind of put a little ride on him. We spent a little longer last time on the groundwork, so this time that's the other reason I didn't want to rope, is I want to go just a little shorter so we can get on a nice little ride here at sunset. We'll try to adjust the camera a little bit so you guys can see a little bit of the sunset. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the journey. Oh, probably should stop